Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I know so many of you over on TikTok have been blowing up the comments asking for this, so today we're finally doing some customer reviews analysis for it. But before we dive into that, be sure to check out this exclusive discount available for it. You'll find it in the description and in the first comment under this video. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Let's begin by examining the insights provided by our first reviewer.
This reviewer initially had a very positive experience with this portable power station, finding it to be a great device with impressive capabilities. Early tests were successful. The unit had no trouble handling a significant power surge from a chest freezer, and the DC port provided a steady, regulated voltage, which was a good sign of quality. Our reviewer was also pleased with its solar charging performance, noting that while achieving the maximum advertised input was tricky, it still managed to pull in a respectable amount of power from their solar panels, especially in cooler weather. However, the client's opinion shifted after a couple of concerning incidents. The first red flag appeared when the AC inverter was accidentally left on overnight with nothing plugged into it. The next morning, the unit was warm to the touch and the battery was completely drained. This suggested a significant idle power draw. A follow-up test confirmed these suspicions. When powering a low-draw portable fridge, the power station shut off after about 30 hours, having delivered far less of its total capacity than expected. This led our reviewer to believe the inverter was constantly consuming a large amount of power just by being active. After some research, this client came to understand that this high idle drain from an AC inverter is a common characteristic for these types of products, which explains why many are designed with an auto shut-off feature. This insight also clarified why running appliances on DC power is almost always more efficient for long-term use. While the device performed well in some areas, this significant power consumption from the inverter was a deal-breaker for our reviewer's needs, ultimately prompting the decision to look for an alternative solution.
Fantastic. Now, let's see what insights our next reviewer has to offer.
This reviewer wanted to share their thoughts on this portable power station, and overall the experience has been quite positive. It's compact, surprisingly lightweight, and packs a punch with its 700 W output and 716 WH capacity. The fact that it uses a LiFePO4 battery at this price point is a huge selling point for our reviewer. However, it's not without its drawbacks. The tiny indicator lights for DC and AC power are nearly impossible to see in daylight, which is a minor annoyance. Also, the charger's fan is noticeably loud. The manual leaves something to be desired, assuming a certain level of user knowledge. The reviewer only found out that the light on the charger brick changed color to indicate charging status by observing it, as this wasn't mentioned in the instructions. On the upside, the build quality and finish are excellent. It feels sturdy and well-made, and the carrying handle folds away neatly, leaving a flat top surface. The inclusion of a 15W wireless charging pad on top is a thoughtful and convenient feature. The included cables are decent, although the car charging cable is a bit short, depending on where your car's auxiliary port is located. The solar charging cable is a good length and uses standard MC4 connectors. Another minor downside is the noise from the fans during charging, both inside the power station and in the charger brick. The fan noise is noticeable from a short distance. You can adjust settings like AC output frequency and enable an eco mode to conserve power, which is a nice touch. The built-in light offers 3 settings, but the flash mode produces a strange sequence instead of the standard SOS signal. The buttons on this product are small and somewhat difficult to see, especially during the day. Our client noted that the power station can charge and discharge simultaneously, which is useful, such as charging in a car while running a refrigerator. Despite the few minor issues, our reviewer is.
Excellent. Let's find out what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer bought this portable power station specifically for an upcoming overland trip, with the main goal of powering a 53-quart cooler. Our reviewer ran the cooler all night during initial test for about 11 hours, and this client reported that it worked flawlessly. Beyond that, the device proved to be a reliable power source for charging drones and batteries. A pleasant surprise was the added ability to charge a smartphone as well, a feature that requires activating the DC power. This client was also thrilled with the relatively quick charging time, reaching full capacity from a wall outlet in about 3.5 hours. Our reviewer loves the convenience of this portable charging station, highlighting the foldable handle as a standout feature. The design allows for placing items on top without any obstruction. One thing to keep in mind is the weight, around 20 pounds, which might be a consideration for those with wrist issues. The internal fans operate at a moderate level, noticeable but not bothersome. The brightness of the LEDs is also a major improvement, making it easy to see which channel is active. The built-in light function, offering both flashlight and strobe settings, is exceptionally bright and beneficial for nighttime use. Originally, this client purchased a 120-watt solar panel to charge this power station. However, it only generated around 85 to 90 watts on a sunny day. This meant very long charging times, so our reviewer recommended opting for a 200-watt solar panel for faster charging, and this is what our reviewer did. Overall, this reviewer is extremely satisfied and highly recommends this device and is exited to take this on a trip.
Appreciate you watching. If this video helped, like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts below. See you soon.